Hey, what's up, everybody? Danny here, and well, today I just wanted to pop in and talk about a topic that I've been seeing a lot in the spaces that I follow in the online business world, and that comes down to this whole concept of passive income, right? So I think if you've never heard of passive income, it's essentially a term that's used pretty loosely to describe earning money. While you sleep, or earning money without having to put a whole lot of work in trading time for money. So like, a traditional job that you'd show up and you'd put the time in and you'd earn money, right? So the number one myth that, it seems a lot of people are like, well, I started, trying to do this work from home type of course, or I've, trying to learn how to create ebooks or courses. And they realize that, man, this stuff is a lot of work. And the truth of the matter is, it is. There's no getting around that. And I think, one of the biggest problems with the way people talk about passive income, and there's a lot of marketing lingo that goes into it. All right, and it works. The marketing, the numbers don't lie. The marketing works when you use like common terms of like psychology, when you're talking about building headlines or creating copy that says fast, easy, 3-step guide or whatever. Like, all these things are catchy. Don't get me wrong. Yes, they are, and they do work. But there's an element of truth that needs to be embedded in that content to really be honest with your audience. If you're in a position of selling something, and it's that passive income is more or less the income that you can potentially make through digital courses or products or services that you can essentially get a transaction without having to be there for it, right? So it's a matter of, maybe I'm sleeping and I got a course sale on Udemy. To me, that's passive. But the whole distinction between trading hours for dollars and passive income is the fact that, I put in all that work ahead of time and I didn't get paid for it, right? So like, I created a course on Udemy, and, it took me maybe, a couple weeks or whatever to create the content, edit it, and get it published. But then it wasn't like, another month before I saw my first dollar, right? So there's a difference there when it comes to the two types of ways that you can make money. But the great news is that in 2018 and, 2017, 2019, 2020, whatever, the future has a great outlook for online courses, specifically because video is so much more readily and easily accessible by people today. You can pretty much get any content via video now on a mobile device. And, I was doing some reading this morning, and I was looking at this one. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but there was this one site I was looking at, and it is based off of like, market trends and analytics. And the outlook for courses is in the billions of dollars, in the tens of billions of dollars over the next decade. And so, it's, if you are not already creating online courses, then you are missing out in that regard. If courses are not your thing, I would highly recommend that you revisit that, because, I said the same thing, ebooks are not my thing, or, courses are not my thing. And all those things are excuses for me not to use the knowledge that I have in my head to help other people. And that really what it came down to. So I started, to create videos and to put them up and to see which ones are doing well on YouTube or whatnot. And then decided to put a stake in the ground and create a course. And I think if you go on udemy.com, you don't need to know how to sell. And that's the other point of this video, is that, you don't need to pay for advertisements, Facebook ads, or anything like that. If you suck at marketing, you don't know anything about marketing. I'm not a marketer. I'm not, I'm a tech guy. So, for me, marketing doesn't come easy. But, with courses, with platforms like marketplaces like Udemy for digital courses, and for books, Amazon, Kindle publishing, like these platforms these companies market your content on their marketplace. They take out ads to promote your content if you publish with them. Now, you won't earn as high as a commission as far as the per unit profit that you'd make for selling a course or an ebook, but you don't also have to invest the time and money in trial and error on trying to find the perfect audience and targeted ad campaigns that could take a lot of time, headache, and lost money. Let's be honest, if you don't know what you're doing. So Udemy is definitely a great place to go, and I wish I would have done that in the beginning, because I created my first online course on Thinkific, which is a great platform, by the way. But again, if you're not a marketing pro, you don't have a huge email list, then don't even bother going on those platforms. And I really say that from personal experience. Don't do it. Build an email list. Yeah, have a website and a landing page so you can give away a free offer, whatnot. Start building your list and communicating with your audience. But you don't need to have a personal membership platform or whatnot behind a paywall or anything like that, unless you're driving traffic there. So unless you are going to start marketing on your own, then that's not something that you probably want to look at this point. You don't even need to have a website to create a course on Udemy. You just create the course, outline it, create the course, edit the videos, get them up onto Udemy, and hit publish. Now, it sounds simple, but that's really the high-level simplicity of what has to happen in order for you to get a website up there. Like, you don't even have to create the graphics for the landing pages or anything like that. Like, they will give you that. All you have to do is record the videos, and so I am focused on Udemy heavily this year, because I want to see how far I can take it. I work a full-time job, and I've got a busy life. I've got 2 kids, one on the way, and so yeah, I know what it's like to not have time for things. But if you prioritize and make the time to slowly whittle away at a goal, you'll get there. I got my first course published at the end of last year. My second course, WordPress Made Easy, focusing on how to teach people how to build WordPress websites. Those of you people who are out there that are looking to build a personal branded website in an hour, right? So I'm got that course coming out probably at the end of this week, and it's taken me a couple weeks to really plan it and record and get it to this point, while having all these other responsibilities. So it can be done. And once it's up there, it starts earning money. Like my other course, it's not earning a whole lot of money right now, but it's earning me money, and I'm not actively promoting it, right? And so that is the beauty of a marketplace like Udemy. And then, who knows in the future, maybe, in the future, when I get to a point where I've published a lot of courses and, I've built my email list to a more sizable audience, then I can look into, finding out what my audience wants to create a more customized, personal membership site or course platform. But, I think that's where a lot of people get tripped up. They think they've got to invest in this shiny, awesome, piece of software, and then, it's crickets, because, if you don't have the marketing skills and the audience already, then it's going to be problematic for you. So I'm going to actually post this into the group as well. If you haven't joined the group, if you're interested in publishing your first online course, then I highly recommend you do that. It's linked to this page, and it's launch your first online course. And I'm going to post this video in the group as well, because I know that people there that are actively working on their own courses. This hopefully will inspire those people as well. And yeah, if you liked the video, give it a like, and if you found some value in it, go ahead and give it a share. I really love the idea of creating content. It is just, if I'm very passionate of it. I'm not a passionate marketer really, but so that's why these platforms are great. And it's all about learning, right? So it's all about learning and getting out of your comfort zone, so that the stuff that you are learning and doing becomes more comfortable for you, and you can just keep setting the bar higher. So anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.